That's
wow.
Crazy.
Wow.
So I'm thinking about the whole picture. I'm like, how would my sis be feeling now? Forgiveness is key because we're part of something way bigger. You know? Like, you have a family with this man. Like, where you going? You know?
That's crazy.
That's how I was
Amazing record.
Amazing.
Amazing records.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you had 2 records on there. You know what I mean?
I didn't even know that, because once I knew that Bigger was making an album, I didn't even care, because Brown Skin Girl was like a last minute thing. You know what I mean? Like, she was deciding whether she was keeping it or not. And then people were working on verses and she chose mine, but it wasn't the same order. So I was like, oh, she didn't keep my verse, whatever. Bigger's still the first song on the album, so whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and then my friend Fresh was like, nah, you got to listen through the whole song. It's the third verse. She used your verse. I was like, oh.
Wow. So when you get to a record like Cheers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, you have songs on albums, you got it, but like it's cracking. Like people are singing this song.
Mm-hmm.
How does that feel?
It's an awesome feeling to be, like, I was in another country and I'm hearing Cheers at the bar. I'm like, oh, that's dope. Or I'll hear Miley, like, or I didn't even know how big of a deal Brown Skin Girl was until I got to Nigeria, and everywhere I go, they're playing this song because it's the continent. Like, it's all brown skin girls in Nigeria. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm just like the flight attendant, I'm like, wow, this is crazy. And, you know, I was a part of it, you know.
Do you say, hey, I wrote that?
I never do.
You've never had that moment?
Mm-mm. I never do. I just like to people watch.
Tank does it all the time.
Hey, you know I wrote that song, right?
Well, look at here.
Oh, you like that?
You like that, huh? No, a guy that has something to do with that
I'm
one.
lying. With Nip, I do that sometimes, especially like a lot of athletes play it. I'm like,
Oh, they love it,
I'm really
yeah.
proud of that song.
Yeah. Come on, Victory Lap is
Yeah.
Victory Lap.
It is. He's and we did it in 2015, and then he put out the album in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
So when he hit me like, hey, what's your publishing info? I was like, I don't even know what I did on the song. Can you send it to me? I was like, oh, that's what it became, because I would literally just go lay mad vocals. I'm like, all right, whatever y'all like, let me know. They took that out of some take. They put that together.
Oh, they just...
Yeah.
So this wasn't... Okay, give us that then. Come on.
No, because I just did mad takes. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I definitely started it like that, I remember, but all the little pieces, and they put that together, the producers.
Wow.
So it became what it became, and yeah.
Amazing.
Can we talk about Collide?
Oh, my God.
That
Oh,
Queen
my
and
God.
Slim soundtrack was so fire.
I
Shout out Selena
remember...
Wade.
I literally remember exactly where I was the first time I heard it. I was in Las Vegas and Ethiopia. She's at Motown at the time, and I had met the guys at Earth Gang. And I had met Tiana Major 9. And I'm like, this is incredible.
Thank you. It was a collaborative effort. Lena and I connected, and I went to a private screening of the film, so I was like super moved by it. And Jody's my homegirl too, so I was just super moved by it. So I put together a room. It was myself, Fresh, Worldwide Fresh, Sonia, Elise, myself, Dapo Toromiro, Benny Cassette.
You put a room together.
Yeah. I like when we're doing situations like that. I like a room full of people I love. You know what I mean? Like, and the ones that's gonna get it done. We're not gonna do 70 melodies and then be trying to. No, we're gonna one take Jake it. You know what I mean?
You calling in the Avengers.
Exactly. So so that's how that came about. Oh, and Earth Gang was in the room too. So it was a definite collaborative effort, except for the hook. The hook I had on another song that didn't. You know how you have songs that just ain't gonna make it, or the beat got sold or whatever. So
it's a beautiful disaster.
Yeah.
What? I just got chills.
I had
just
a separate
saying
song
it
called
over.
Beautiful Disaster.
Come on, man.
And then another song called Collide.
Come on.
And then
When
together
we
the
collide.
Collide is such Oh,
it's massive.
It's massive, bruv.
And that's. And remember when you met her, you were like,
Yep.
you were like, yo, how did you not? Your accent and how'd you?
Oh man.
Tiana.
Yeah.
I was like fanning out.
Oh wow.
Over like over that song and then over her like performance. I was just like,
no, her performance.
I was like, wow.
She killed that song. Like at first, Sonye was demoing it, and then she's the one that
also
recut
amazing.
It. Sonye is
shout
incredible.
out to her.
The feeling and the spirit and the depth
That
in
was
that when we collide.
Say a beautiful disaster.
Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one of them. That's one of those that climax, like those. Though there are very few records that like haunt me. Like where I'm like, my motto is, when those songs were being created, nowhere else in the universe was there a better song being made.
Ooh, that's a bar.
Speak on
that's
it.
Actually, say it again.
I don't know if I can.
Because I'm trying to flip that into a lyric. Like when you were being born, there was no greater thing happening.
Nothing else better was happening. Nowhere.
That's a lyric.
Nowhere.
Like that's what songs like that represent to me.
Yeah.
That means the world coming from you guys, honestly. You know how I feel about y'all.
No, I literally still play that song probably at least once a month.
Wow.
And it's been out for some years now, a couple years now.
Like before the pandemic.
Just to revisit.
Like I used to, obviously, when it was, I burnt it. When you know what I'm saying? When it first hit, and after I heard that, I think it was the Soul Train. We were out there for the Soul Train Awards.
Yeah.
Listening to it every day.
Damn.
Listen to it every day.
That's
now
so
it's still a constant for me. That record is still a constant for me. I love that song.
I love that.
Love that song.
It made me cry.
Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry now. Don't cry now. Don't cry now.
Hold it.
Yeah. You know we both cancers. We both cancers. So I mean, we sensitive about our shit.
Sensitive.
Very sensitive. I cry at least 3 times a day. I mean, not because I'm sad. It'd be happy tears sometimes.
Yeah, it's 3 times. It's so funny because, like I said, we both cancer, but I don't really cry.
You're a male cancer though. It's different.
Nah, but I know a lot of male cancers. Them niggas be crying too.
No, y'all's emotion. Y'all are emotional, but it comes out in aggression.
There's the cancer right
Shut
there.
Up,
there he is.
Our thing is different. It's very much, I give a cry.
Yeah.
I'm like, be back. I'm gonna go.
A little cry break.
Little cry break. Unless it's happy tears, and then I'll cry in front of everybody. But
there's something else I wanted to ask you, because you've been a part of these moments that are just so special. Being a part of a moment like Brown Skin Girl, where Blue Ivy wins a Grammy, where the baby win a Grammy.
Baby win a Grammy.
She was literally on my mind the whole time. So after Lemonade, like I'm thinking, okay, and then Beyonce and Jay-Z did this that album together, but I'm thinking post Lemonade, like what should she give? You know what I mean? And I was thinking about Blue Ivy the whole time. So when in Bigger, when it says, trying to be a good wife, still really hard, I can't try, but I promise you I will fight, so I fight. I'm thinking about Blue Ivy, like the reason why you would stick around. I mean, this was before she got pregnant with the twins, but she was always on my mind, like she was the first, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, Blue Ivy, like my baby cousin that she don't even know.
Right.
Girl, I love you, sissy. So I was always thinking about her the whole time. And then she put Blue Ivy in the Bigger video. Put it out on my birthday, called it The Gift.
Wow.
God, like, that's what I'm saying.
Wow.
The writing be spiritual. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to write hits. Like, it comes to me literally through God. You know what I mean?
That's
wow.
So I'm thinking about the whole picture. I'm like, how will my sis be feeling now? Forgiveness is key because we're part of something way bigger. Like you have a family with this man. Like, where you going?
That's crazy.
That's how I was
Amazing record. Amazing
Wow.
records.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you had 2 records on there. You know what I mean?
I didn't even know that because the once I knew that Bigger was making an album, I didn't even care because Brown Skin Girl was like a last minute thing. You know what I mean? Like she was deciding whether she was keeping it or not. And then people were working on verses and she chose mine, but it wasn't the same order. So I was like, oh, she didn't keep my verse, whatever. Bigger's still the first song on the album, so whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and then my friend Fresh was like, nah, you got to listen through the whole song. It's the third verse. She used your verse. I was like, oh.
Wow.
Ooh, yeah. R&B money.